Hey Colin, based on the comment that you posted under my video discussing this, I get the feeling that you completely misunderstand where I'm at right now. The me that's now, if I did, take out another ad, like for potential collaborators or whatnot, I'd be coming from it from a whole different standpoint, you know what I mean? A whole different than was the case 20 years ago. And you have to bear in mind, because you're saying, well, you're putting out my age and whatnot. You have to bear in mind that anybody who replies to my ad, first of all, shouldn't be somebody who's already successful. Or even, like Doug should have never replied to my ad, okay? He had to have been bored or something, because he was the lead singer in a band that got gigs. He wrote his own music, his own lyrics. He didn't need me, okay? So perhaps fate brought us together, because as human beings we clicked like that, just instant connection, but we never collaborated on anything, you know what I mean? No, if I did it, it'd be kind of the same reason that I do the personal ads. Remember, with personal ads, I make sure I make it perfectly clear, I'm not looking for anything serious, and the funny thing is, I've been doing this personal ad shit off and on for over 20 years, and all along, I'll get men who are looking for marriage and kids, even if they don't outright state it in their friggin' message to me. Anybody who messages to me, if I'm at all interested in them, like if they pass the initial, looks test, that I'm not completely repulsed or whatever, okay, and I go to their thing and I see they're looking for marriage, that proves they didn't read my ad, you know what I mean? Because I do. I make it clear, and then all along, and I get guys who respond, and they didn't read your ad. They didn't. So if I did this, it would be just I think it's important that I just interact with people besides my mother, you know what I mean? But I certainly wouldn't be coming at it from the same mentality as when I did it before. And if it was someone who, remember, I'm not responding to other people's ads, they're responding to my ad, okay? And nobody already, normally, someone who already does all this themselves, why would they even bother to respond, Now, I'm not going to put my age in my ad. The reason I put my age in my ad is because I look, I don't look my age, okay? Even back when I was 40, Charlie didn't believe it. He's like, you're 40. He's like, I know 25-year-olds who don't look as good as, what I mean? So I want to put my age, because whoever was responding, would probably automatically think whatever, think all these things about me that aren't true. But the thing is, I actually do have in my possession, 2 different collaborative works. One with Lawrence when I was 19, and he was probably I think he was probably in his 40s, where he sings my song. He wrote the music to my lyrics, so I'm completely the words, and he's completely the music, and he sings it. And then another guy, a few years later, Light of Day, where he wrote the music to my song, and I sang it, and he praised my voice. He met with different people, and he said, and he's like, you know, you have a good voice, and because he wanted me to sing the song, you know, on the tape and whatnot. So those are two things that I have from the past, you know, I mean, but it's really just to meet, like, I don't know, like-minded people or whatnot, or just but to collaborate with somebody my age shouldn't come into play at all. What does it matter? You think I asked the age of anybody who responded to my ad? I was fucking 19 and Lawrence was in his freaking 40s. I bet he was. I'm looking back on it now. Maybe he was a lot older than me. Maybe not 40s, but he was a lot older. He wasn't in his 20s. Maybe he was in his late 30s or early 40s, okay? But so what? I went to his apartment, and he, just like Joe has, Lawrence had a whole studio, you know. I don't know. I mean, dating, of course, it matters. From time to time, I get 21-year-old, I get young who respond to my personal ads, you know, from time to time, but that's just kind of, that's like, could be my son, you know what I mean? I don't respond to men that young. Reply back. But creating, that doesn't matter. What? I'm surprised you even brought that up. What does it matter? You know? What does it matter? I don't see why it would matter. I'm surprised you even brought it up. You know? I would just do it just to, you know, take out the ad and see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't do it. I was just throwing the idea out there. It's all potentially dangerous, but, you know, everything is potentially dangerous. More and more nowadays, you know. Mom and I didn't wind up having the, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, by the way. She just got up. She found me at, 4:30 in the morning. I had fallen asleep on the damn couch, on the chair, watching, The Big Bang Theory. I spent like a couple hours just going through all of my receipts and separating them, and then highlighting on the receipt the food that my mom and I share, trying to figure out how much I owe my mother. Not that she cares, but I want to know anyway, you know. She got up to the bathroom, and she's like, what do you do? I'm like, I don't know. I fell asleep doing this. found out that that first disc of season 8, I thought I'd seen all the episodes, but I was watching when I'd been drinking, and it turned out I'd missed the last episode, a significant part of it. So I'd missed when Sheldon told Amy when they said that they loved each other. I missed that. I missed that whole episode where they reenact a prom, at their age, and I hadn't sent the thing back because I had planned to watch it again, but I also wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed anything. It turned out I had. My mom and I watched Comet earlier before she went to bed. Cute movie. I had watched it, the night before, but I watched it again and, paid more, I watched it more carefully with my mom. We didn't have the cheese raviolis because it needed Parmesan, so I'm sure it'll taste better with Parmesan, and it's a treat that I haven't had in over a year, so I want it to taste like it did when I had it over a year ago. So I walked to the store, got some exercise in, and I bought Parmesan cheese. Bought a couple other things too, but I bought Parmesan cheese. They didn't have organic, so I at least got one that was in the organic section, that in the Parmesan cheese, it's not organic, but at least no growth hormones, no antibiotics, all that kind of crap. So, it's like, I don't know, 6:15 or something. Oh, nice. I'm gonna go to bed for real. Put my earplugs in, and I'm going to go to bed. I got this room pretty damn dark, so not too much light comes in even when it's bright outside. It's supposed to be nice the next couple days. It's supposed to be really nice. Today's Sunday, but I'm going to church. I'm going to sleep. Tomorrow is supposed to be like 70 to 75, so definitely going to take advantage of that. If nothing else, at least go for a long, long walk, Oh, and going through all those receipts, I found out that Dick's Hardware, I didn't know if I could still return that pepper spray that I never wound up opening. I didn't want to deal with pepper spray, I just don't care. Remember I brought the pepper spray with me to LA? I didn't even open that pepper spray. And I thought I couldn't return it. I didn't know. I don't buy things in Dick's Hardware store, but that's the only place I could get the damn pepper spray. Couldn't even order it online. In Massachusetts, you're not even allowed to order pepper spray online. You have to go in person. So I had to go and find the only place that sells it. And I bought it, never opened it, and I found out I can return it. Dick's policy is 90 days, so that's cool. So I'm going to return that at some point. I already returned everything I wanted to return to Macy's. Got a little bit of money back. And that's it. But if I did take out an ad, it would be kind of, just to put myself out there, because you just never know, Look what happened when I did it 20 years ago. Doug fell into my life, We didn't wind up collaborating with anything, but it didn't matter because I got much more out of that. It was just chance. He replied to my ad. Who knows why? Who knows why? He certainly didn't, who knows why. He was probably bored. I told you, these men replied to my lyricist ad. Probably a lot of them were just bored and wondering what I look like. I'm a realist, I know that he's smart. I know that that's what they were doing. Because someone like Doug, you know,